Hi, I'm Lando Norris and welcome to the Logitech McLaren G Challenge 2020. Online qualifiers are now open and open till the end of August. G Challenge is open to everyone and the winner gets an all expenses trip to the UK where they'll be able to drive a McLaren supercar and they get a coaching session from me at the awesome McLaren Technology Centre. In the meantime, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and click on the bell so that you don't miss a thing. Now I'm going to take you through my Hotlap of the next circuit in the season. Hi everyone, welcome to my onboard lap of the Zhuhai racetrack in China. A 4.3 kilometer lap, good combination of long straights but big braking zones and slow speed corners, so that's how you really got to optimize the setup for the race car. We're in a 650S GT3 McLaren. I'm coming down to turn 1, looking for the 100 meter board on your left, down to first gear, hard on the brakes. Picking up the throttle very gently as you're continuing to turn on the exit, so you don't want to be turning too much or accelerating too much. You need the right combination. Coming around the kink of turn 2, looking for that 100 meter board on your right once again. Big hit on the brakes, down to first gear. Can do it in second gear if you want, but be careful on exit here. You don't want to be running too wide as you can get a little off track and you can also slow down a little. Coming around turn 5, the little kink right hander as you come down to turn 6. Now I'm going to pause it very quickly. Here, just as you can see, I have two different shades of grey on the racetrack. I have the lighter one and then a slightly darker one. Unlike the previous corners in turn 1 and turn 3, there's no meter board, so I can't see the 100 meters or 50 meters or anything like that. So it's very difficult to pick out an exact visual aid for where I'm going to brake. So there's two things that you could use here. Either the gravel on the left where it ends and goes into grass, or what I use is the two different tarmac colors that we have ahead of us. So we have the rubber one, to where the rubber's gone down over time, and we also have the lighter gray. So I brake just as we enter the darker gray. Of course, this can change obviously with more rubber going down or different classes going around, but on this particular track at this current time, for me this was the best marker. So continue the video as we go into turn 6, a tight first gear hairpin. Of course, very hard on the brakes, stopping the car as much as possible and focusing on a good exit, possibly hitting the traction control just a little bit, but really try and make sure you get a smooth exit. You don't oversteer too much. And we're looking at the 100 meter board on the right again. Big brake, down to first gear. Here I make a little bit of a mistake. A bit too much entry curb. Just unsettles the car. As you come around the next kink left-hander, you really want to open as much as possible on the entry, mid-corner and exit. It's very tricky. It's not full throttle unless you nail it. But we come down to the next one again. 100 meter board, like pretty much every corner. First gear, right on the apex. Letting the car flow on the exit. Trying to not hit the TC, to not oversteer. Shifting up the gears nicely, focusing on the final corner. We're going to brake just a little bit before the 50 meter board on the left, down to third gear, all of the entry curb if possible. Letting the car flow out of the last corner, down across the straight. And I'm going to be getting a 1 minute 34, I think, 1 minute 33.455 to complete my lap of Zhuhai in China. If you reckon you can beat my time, there's only one way to prove it. And that's by getting registered at logitechgchallenge.com. and checking out the community menu or Project Cars 2 for Xbox, PlayStation and PC. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the grid.